On the Preeti Zinta versus Ness Wadia affair, which opens up several questions, including questions about whether the laws are being applied wrong, whether they are being overextended. Some people say that Preeti Zinta has stretched it a little bit. It can be sorted out between them, etc., etc. But at the same time, there are others who feel that that Preeti Zinta has every right to feel aggrieved, and it is the police which should have arrested Ness Wadia by now, and they've gone soft on him. With us today on the News Hour, we've got three sides. Two sides between six participants. Hitesh Jain, he's the lawyer for Preeti Zinta. There's Shobha De, who feels Preeti Zinta has every right to feel aggrieved. And there's Nagma, well-known actor. Then there is Tehseen Poonawalla. Today he says this has nothing to do with the Congress. I come here as an individual entrepreneur and somebody who's on Ness Wadia's side. Parvez Damania, former executive director of Kingfisher Airlines, he's on Ness's side. Mrinali Deshmukh, I believe, is on Ness's side. All right, thank you very much for joining us on the News Hour. Now, let's start with those defending Preeti Zinta. Hitesh Jain, it said you're changing your position constantly, especially over the last, you're changing your position. That initially the whole thing was that this is a case of, molestation, and now you're softening it up because you realize that Preeti Zinta has gone too far in this case. What do you think?
Arnab, let me just give you the events that have transpired. Preeti lodged the FIR.
Yeah, when did she lodge the FIR?
She has lodged the FIR, I think it was on a Thursday or a Friday.
No, she lodged the FIR on June 13th, 2014. The incident happens during May 30th. I don't forget it. No, one second.
Let me complete
the alleged incident happens on 30th May 2014 during an IPL game involving Kings 11 Punjab. She takes 2 weeks to file a complaint with the police. Why?
Okay. Now on 13th she filed the FIR.
Yeah, 2 weeks after the incident.
After she has filed the FIR, she has not spoken to the press. Neither I have spoken to the press.
Why was there a delay in filing the complaint?
Neither I have spoken to the press.
Why was there a delay in filing the complaint?
Neither I have spoken to the press.
Why was there a delay in filing the complaint?
FIR, one can read the FIR.
Why was there a delay? Why was there a delay in filing the complaint?
One can read the FIR.
Why was there a delay in filing the complaint?
That is again a matter of merits and investigation.
What is the matter of it? It's interesting to comment on that. No, what do you mean? You're playing safe. You have to answer the question.
I'm not playing safe.
You have to. That is
there are guidelines of the Supreme Court, particularly pertaining to the woman's, when it is pertaining to a woman and it is a sensitive matter. I don't think every issue needs to be discussed on the every issue needs to be discussed on a television. Even timing of filing of complaint is also a sensitive issue.
Hitesh, it is interesting to note that Preeti Zinta has said nothing in her complaint about what transpired between the 30th of May 2014 and June 13th, 2014, which triggered the complaint.
My answer is, again, I'm not going to comment on that because according to me, these are sensitive aspects.
Why did she leave the country after lodging the complaint?
These are the everybody, there is not necessary that she has to be in the complaint. If she is required to join the investigation,
would she not be aware that there would be a follow-up?
Of course, she will be available for the follow-up whenever they will call
her. Why isn't she in Mumbai cooperating with the police?
Why the cops have not detained her or asked her that she should be? The cops have not told her that, listen, you have to be there on 7 days.
The police, no, Hitesh, let's be clear about it. And I must put a caveat that she has every right to file the complaint. Right? She has every right to feel aggrieved. But
I think you are putting her more of an accused as to why she has filed the complaint. I'm failing to understand what you have to understand. Let me first answer. Let me first answer the question about the molestation which you said. In FIR, there is no such word molestation. Yes, FIR has explained what are the grievances about.
Outraging the modesty.
Outraging the modesty. It's a wider concept. I mean, in India, people used to look outraging of modesty only from sexual assault, molestation. Now, it is your channel should inform, and in fact, it is in the interest of women at large that this is a wider section, and it doesn't need any touching. This is a very sensitive issue. Again, it doesn't need to be pertaining to molestation or sexual assault or anything.
Hitesh, please. So we have Hitesh. First of all, my request to you is take the questioning for its face value. Don't get perturbed by the line of questioning. The question is, so the questions are being asked here to give you an equal opportunity in responding. The fact is that Preeti Zinta is inaccessible at a time when the Mumbai police has sought her statement again and is trying to get in touch with her. She is not responding, and therefore these questions will be asked. Now let's hear from the other side. The other side. Let's hear Mrinalini's side.
Let's hear Mrinalini's side. She will cooperate with the investigation. It is not that she has been called like in 2 days or this thing. Whenever she will be called, she will be available for the question.
Why is Mrinalini, isn't it a bigger question here that why has Ness Wadia not been questioned so far?
Precisely. That's
Why has he not been? What is so special about Ness Wadia?
Precisely. No, there's nothing special about him. He is like one of the accused, as one may call it, in a complaint which has been filed by the lady who feels that her modesty has been outraged by the gentleman which is there.
Yes.
Now, the FIR has been registered,
yes,
and the first important thing is that the police is collecting evidence. And once the police is collecting evidence in the form of CCTV footage, they are taking witnesses, maybe those who are even the bouncers, etc.
The fact of the matter is Ness Wadia has been booked under section 354 of the IPC, which is a non-bailable offence. The statement given by Preeti Zinta has been converted into an FIR. If that is the case,
yes,
why hasn't Ness Wadia been summoned by the police yet?
Which is exactly what I'm trying to tell you. The Ness Wadia has not been summoned.
That means he's being treated specially.
Not at all. That's not the point. The point is the police is conducting the investigation.
There is nothing to stop Ness Wadia from being summoned for questioning.
Of course.
The Supreme Court says.
Of course.
The Supreme Court has made that very.
Summoned.
So why has he not been summoned?
Arnab, he should be summoned.
So he's being treated specially.
They are not treating him specially. According to me, they are following the due process of law. The investigation is going on, and once they get proper investigation, they will take.
He's being given a long rope.
Arnab, can I
He's being given a long rope. There are numerous other instances in which people have been booked under section 354 of the IPC and apprehended in a very short span of time. This is happening only because he's coming from a very influential family.
I disagree with that also, apprehension, because I'll tell you what, in many cases where people have been apprehended, all those cases result in acquittal. Now, as a lawyer for the complaint, I will say there is a power to arrest, there is a need to arrest, there is a genuine investigation required, and if there is an investigation required, let them. There is no hurry that you are tearing hurry that you should be called. Let the investigation complete and then call him.
Sure
we are interested in proper investigation and logical conclusion rather than just a paltry demand of arrest or this thing. We want a genuine investigation.
Say it very clearly tonight, because I know that lawyers can, when they want to, create an issue, and when they want, they can try and settle it. I'm asking you today to say clearly, people are watching tonight, Hitesh Jain, say clearly, this is a matter of principle, and there cannot be at any point of time an out-of-court settlement, some amicable understanding after creating a medium, furor about it, because you can't have it both ways. If it is indeed a question about outraging the modesty of a woman, then I'm sure it is not a matter, is it, Shobha De, which can be settled behind closed doors. Can it? One second.
Shobha De. Clear statement. She wants justice. She has filed the FIR, and we are going to towards the justice.
Don't give me a lawyer's answer. One minute. One minute. There are larger issues involved here, and the larger issues have been raised. I mean, nobody forced either side to make...
Is power to arrest or summoning. In fact, we want a thorough investigation in the case. Let all the CCTV footage, let all the witnesses. We are saying you should investigate the case properly. Preeti's blog is very clear. She wants justice to be done, and that has to be done. Of course, that is a...
Then why...
I am also saying the statement of Ness Wadia has to be recorded, but it has to be done where he should not get any advantage of any technicalities of criminal law.
Understood.
But when he should be summoned is for the investigating authority to decide, not for the media to decide whether he should be there.
Shobha De, one second. First of all, we are not saying molestation, but the Supreme Court has identified what is outraging the modesty of a woman. So if Preeti Zinta, Shobha De, has indeed been abused in public in the manner that she has claimed in her affidavit before the Mumbai police, why should one not think that her modesty has been outraged? And if this is what Preeti Zinta has claimed, what is wrong in my saying that Ness Wadia should be summoned for questioning, given the seriousness of the claims? Why is there so much trepidation on that side? Shobha De.
To start with, Arnab, I mean, I don't want to convert this into a kind of a kabaddi match where you're pro Ness Wadia and you're anti Preeti Zinta, or the other way around. We have to look at it in the context of which it allegedly happened, and as Mrinalini has pointed out, and so has Ms. Zinta's lawyer, that let the law take its course, let the investigative agencies do what needs to be done to get to the bottom of this. The point is the definition of has her modesty been indeed
yes,
in any way eroded in a public place. according to the charges filed by her, it would certainly amount to that, given the nature of the abuses she insists were hurled at her, given the fact that she says she was jostled and pushed and whatever else. We are not here to decide whether it actually happened or it didn't happen. That's for the police to decide. We are only going by what Preeti has said in her complaint. Going by that and going by the Supreme Court directive in this case, she does seem to have a valid case.
This is not, no, one second, Shobha, this is not the first case involving celebrities. No, one second, this is not the first case involving celebrities accused of crimes of this nature in the recent past, right? We know actor Inder Kumar was arrested on charges on April this year, and Om Puri was arrested for alleged assault after he surrendered and released on bail in August last year. Right? So this is...
Absolutely, Arnav. The problem is that too many celebrities are forced into silence because they believe that polite society will then be very embarrassed by what they are actually raising. And I'm speaking here as a woman, and I would say the same thing had a man been assaulted in public and abused in public. It doesn't only have to do with Preeti because of what happened to her, and because she happens to be a woman who was embarrassed according to her complaint. Anybody who is assaulted as a citizen of India has the right to go to court, has the right to file a complaint.
So all the skeptics, you know, Shobha, in this case there have been many skeptics who are saying, in this case there are many skeptics who are saying this is exactly the kind of case which should not be taken too far. And Preeti Zinta is protesting too much. She's turned this out into one big media story. You don't agree with that, right? Parvez Damania is on the other side. Parvez.
Too many women keep quiet. That's the problem.
Absolutely. But if she was correct,
Parvez Damania wants to take you on. 1 second.
No, but Shobha, if she was correct, she should have stayed in India, supported the investigation. At this time, was it so necessary for her to leave the country and go away for a month?
I mean,
if I file a complaint, it's important for me to follow. I shouldn't be here, no.
And assist
the investigation.
No, that is her call. I'm not speaking on behalf of her or anti-Ness. I have nothing to gain. I'm a neutral person. I'm just a concerned citizen. And too many women have put up with what Preeti claims happened to her in a public place. And it's time that women
it's just the processes that proper investigation should take.
And the point is that the political will has to be there.
Merely she has gone to hell, she can always return back.
Yeah, I know, but if I am very serious about a certain complaint,
she can return to she can return in 24 hours. How is the investigation hampered?
You don't file a complaint and go away, if you're very serious about
how is this hampered the investigation? Let me answer. Can you please answer the question? Is the investigation hampered because of her traveling? Is the investigation... What delay? She is not required to be questioned. Is it a case that she has been summoned?
Actually, her going away will hurt her case actually in a way.
See, investigation is a prerogative of the investigating officer. They are looking at CCTV footage. There are various witnesses. Why make a hurry in the investigation and then create a problem in the matter? We want a systematic investigation.
No, the problem is that in this case, I think there are a lot of people, Tehseen Poonawalla and Nagma, I want to come to you. There are a lot of people, I think, Nagma, let me go to you first, who are simply stereotyping Preeti Zinta, who are saying that, oh, she must have a motive, oh, she went too far, she should not have done this. The matter is fairly serious because Preeti Zinta has said that this is a repeat offense. She has said this is not something that has happened for the first time. She has also said that she has in a written way, and you can't contest it, that she has in a written way warned Ness Wadia about this several times in the past about the misbehavior.
So that explains
that she has actually complained.
That also explains your answer on delay.
That she has actually complained to the BCCI verbally about Ness Wadia's alleged conduct on the 30th of May, something which the IPL and the BCCI organizers have now said is absolutely correct. So Nagma, in this case, is there a fair amount of stereotyping? Is there an influential group here who is trying to portray Preeti Zinta as a woman with motive, right? Not a woman who has felt hurt, but as a woman with motive.
Yes. No, I just feel that crime against women is really growing by the day in this country, and I think that a girl of Preeti Zinta's stature has been very, she's been very self-respecting. She's been very forthright about her life. She's been very independent, and I don't think she'll come up with something like this and make an excuse and try to gain publicity. I think she's done very well for herself in her life, and they both are business partners. And if people are raising questions as to why is she coming up so late and complaining about this, then I don't think that one must see much reason into it, because they both are business partners, and it must have taken a lot for her to have suffered all the humiliation that he has been doing, as she states, in the past as well. So I think she's quite justified in what she's doing, but one really doesn't know what has happened and what has transpired between the two. So I think there should be a fair investigation into the case. But yes, men do tend to take women, most men do tend to take women for granted, and I think woman is not an object. She's also a human being, and they should understand that she cannot be humiliated in public.
Just let her complete. Mrinalini wants to come in.
Arnab, I have only one point to say, and she's rightly stated.
No, I think the first step.
Sorry, she's rightly stated that let the investigation be completed.
That's all.
Today you have a statement coming from the Women's Commission, and please bear with me, stating what is the in Mumbai police doing 24 hours and yet they have not arrested Ness Wadia? I mean, is this a kind of a statement to be made?
Because this is not the way they can interfere with the investigation.
Exactly, the Women's Commission.
As a lawyer, I will tell you, they are damaging my case rather than making.
I agree with Hitesh on this point.
Yeah, by asking of arrest and all without investigation. You know what will happen? Okay, now I will answer your question. I will answer your question. Let me answer your question. Let me answer your question.
Mr. Jain, just a minute, please. How will you answer a question if you don't hear it?
I will answer your question. When a person is arrested, within 24 hours he is released on bail. People talk about that. The investigation goes. The case gets under different.
1 minute, Mr. Jain. Is this a second year LLB classroom? It's not. So please answer the question which I asked on the News Hour tonight. And my question is simply this, that I am of the view that the amount of attention this whole matter has received, and I'll go to Tehseen to get his name, the amount of attention it has received, a lot of people, including a lot of women, Shobha De herself said that, are looking at this case. You hear what Shobha De and Nagma, who are very articulate, outspoken, they are not activists, but outspoken, articulate women. They are both saying here today that this is a case in which, you know, we applaud Preeti Zinta for standing up.
It's a courageous complaint. It's a very courageous complaint.
Can you let me complete, please?
Also, Arnab, it's a case that goes beyond Preeti Zinta. It's not only about
the women's safety.
Women across the board, all sections of society who are vulnerable, who find themselves in situations where they're being abused.
Sure.
So it's not about an individual anymore.
So then Shobha De going by that.
To something
No, Ms. De, going by that, therefore. And there were some people who say today, why are you focusing on this case? So Preeti Zinta versus Ness Wadia. What's the big deal about it, right? Well, the big deal about this is the fact that it's a one... Yes, Shobha. Okay, you want to give your view on why you think it's important? Please go ahead.
Yes. Arnab, had she been a nobody, of course we wouldn't be on this panel discussion, and of course she wouldn't be on the front pages of the newspapers. But the point is that in a high-profile case like this, which allegedly took place inside a very large packed stadium, I don't think someone like her, who in the past, for example, in 2003, she was one of the very, very few witnesses at great personal danger to herself, who did not retract her statements and took up in the Bharat Shah case, she stood by what she had said, and she was taking on the Indian mafia, mind you. So a girl with a track record of courage and a girl who has made it on her own terms, I don't think we should trivialize it and call it a lover's tiff. And
it's not.
That, these things happen and it's a private matter.
It's not.
That can be, the two of them can settle it. It's not. It happened in a public space. It didn't happen in the privacy of their homes.
Yeah,
so she has every right as a woman and as a citizen to take it up on a much broader platform.